to set. We're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and these guys defending their home turf. Leading the Vikings here, head coach Kevin O'Connell. These guys coming in refreshed after that early season bye. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Raiders. These guys also coming off a bye, so no rest advantage for either team in this one. So happy you could join us today. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. It is time for some football. And away we go from Oakland. He stopped on the run back of the 27. And here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He's able to hit Felton. This is caught. Racing down the left side. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead right away. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Dylan Laube on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. And leading them, yet another FCS champion quarterback from North Dakota State's now playing here in the NFL. It's Cam Miller.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
Completed over the middle. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
First carry here for the rookie out of Troy. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. 3rd and long for him here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarring loose, incomplete. And we talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative. And the best way to do that is to start fast. And, well, once again, they're not.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. By turning them against their own team, they're quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur him. I'd even hear a few boo birds.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. We've set it down from 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First and 10. Here's McCarthy. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. Alone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. It's a solid block in there. Springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap to Miller. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the gun, Miller. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, Isaiah Rodgers. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Vikings now set to take the field. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Gordon. He gets a nice chunk. Looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Jefferson brings it in on the slant. Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. So that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from this one right after this. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They've got a first to begin the frame. Option play. They're going to give it to Tracy. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Off play action. It's McCarthy. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock. But problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Throw here. 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
The Vikings, first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second. Working now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's McCarthy to throw. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. On the line for another first and 10.
13 more yards. That's another.
Off the play fake. It's McCarthy. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Here he goes, third and long. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a second quarter lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Riker set to kick this away. Laube with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
The play fake, Miller. Finds a man, right side. And we'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Kevin Byard there to bring him down. It'll be 3rd and 5 on the other side, Brock, as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Oakland in just a moment. Out of the shotgun, Miller. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now here's Miller. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of 6 brings up second and 16 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. They're on him again, and he goes down again. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Third down.
Miller back to throw. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. Minnesota spends its second time out here, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. Little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First down now, ball at the 33. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Finds him on the crossing route. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. To the end zone, but incomplete. Didn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Tracy has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense is getting closer, but 2 yards left to figure out. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow their lead just before halftime. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings double their lead to 14.
21. Raiders 7.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Austin. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Raiders headed out on offense. Little time remaining in the half. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the 2nd quarter. But that is enough time to get a drive together. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Play straight ahead. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
Brings up 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
And the Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Working from the pistol, it's Miller. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan and haul in a heck of a souvenir.
2nd down and 10.
Going again on 2nd and 10. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
3rd and long for him here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's a design run. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our trip across the NFL starts now. In Santa Clara, the Niners at home to take on the Rams in the NFC West. And it's Brock Purdy. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons as they host the Houston Texans. And this is Tank Dell. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. 52 yards, touchdown. The Texans improve their mark to 7-0 as they get the win. Lastly, let's go out to Chicago. The Bears taking on the Packers. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. He was a big factor in this one, and he shows you why on this play. The Packers get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. With that, a look at the rest of the action going on. Remember, bye weeks are in play, so the schedule a little lighter than it's been in weeks past. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Throwing is Miller. Finds his running back, Dylan Laube. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Second down now, they need 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Shotgun snap to Miller. That throw finds Laube. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
A gain of 2 on the
Shotgun now on third down. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up fourth down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Kevin O'Connell getting his Vikings offense out for another drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Start on the ground here, Tracy. And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. He's going to get this up to about the 28. Very close to picking up that first down. McCarthy throwing on this 3rd and 1. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
Oh, that's a bummer right there, Kate. Nothing early open on that down. And I'd much rather see him try to go forward, keep 4th down and play. Taking that big a loss really rules out that kind of decision.
4th down, we're going to see an incredible nickname, one of my favorites in the game, the Scottish Hammer, Jamie Gillen on the punt. Has some daylight through the 40. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Laube. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them between the sticks. Job well done there.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 35 out of that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. That throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
First down.
From the red zone on first. Vikings get there. They're going to win this round. And that drives them in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
This overwhelming pressure in these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
After the sack could really use a big play here on second down. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he did his part, partner. Got him 8 yards. Sets up third down.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
Miller
6.
setting the throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. And no look on his first look of the game. So that brings up 4th down. The Raiders settling for 3 as they send the field goal unit out. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that gets them back to within 11.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Fields this one at the 3. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And he won't find anything here. They're there to drop it for the sack on what's likely the final play of this third quarter. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down. 3 quarters in the books from this one. The Vikings hold both a football and a solid lead as they try to close this one out. Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to third down.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Miller. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 49-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And Miller fumbles the football. And the Vikings have recovered.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Kevin O'Connell getting his Vikings offense out for another drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Running left side by Jefferson. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And the Vikings first down.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
4 yards on the pickup. second and 6.
Off the play fake. It's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten that first sack of this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they could check that box.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's going to run for it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
A handoff to Tracy. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. McCarthy to throw it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings push their lead to 18. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Laube with the return. Jukes away from one. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First play is a design run. Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Offense to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Miller. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Oakland. Raiders hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. That's the line. He's going to run for it. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
A gain of 3. It's
Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That's complete inside the 35. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 37. That's good for an Oakland 1st down.
Miller's going to throw here. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Here's Miller to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Following the sack, they need a big chunk of yards here, Brock. It is 2nd down and very long.
Brings up 2nd down at the 47.
Throwing from the gun here. This one's taken in by Thornton. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's 4th down.
Here he Here goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch. And they wind up turning it over on downs. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And this one just a formality till the clock runs out. It's only one timeout remaining to stop it. Sign quarterback run here. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from Oakland.